Namaste. Just something about the Bhagavati Aradhana which we had very beautifully on Vijayadashmi Day. Of course, the Aradhana went off very well. We went off till next day morning, and for the first time we almost had a puja for almost 12 hours. That was great. Some incidents, small incidents happen sometimes, and but it has been repeatedly happening. So I would like to put it, my views on the video, so that all my people will know it. Somebody has come in the afternoon for Salagrama Aradhana. There was a lot of rush. And she was there, and along with her some more people were there, and there was an old man also. Nobody moved her. She wanted to move a little bit in the front, nobody allowed her. She wanted to move back, nobody allowed her, and it was a lot of commotion there. So she felt very bad and she became very emotional, and our people also sometimes make some stupid statements that we came in the morning and those people who really do service right from the morning, they only can sit in the front. All this there is. In fact, if you are a service-oriented person, you should leave your place for others. We understood. Don't think you are doing service and you have got something like a license to behave the way you want. In fact, the more you do service, the more humility you must have, more humbleness you must have. That's what I expect of all of you. And people talk in different ways, and there are a lot of newcomers also. They are not getting place, and our people always keep sitting. I'm seeing the same face for the past 35 years in the front row. What I say is, there is nothing wrong, but you should also accommodate others. Okay, there was one argument which was put forth: we are only 15 service members, and every service member will bring their own family, 2-3 kids. There are 45 people, it is full. The place is very small in Guru Nilayam. At my place, the place is very small. And all the more this time, Jalagrama has occupied a very major chunk, almost 1/4 or 1/5 of the entire place was occupied by that. This side, stages were there, so many things were there. The kundam was there, so hardly there was any place for people to sit. That is why we had arranged a TV also down, so that people who cannot come up and sit can very well sit there and see. Our people were sitting, and normally people who have been coming continuously for all these years, they have been sitting there. They are not allowing others to come and sit in the front. Like you have got used to me, you know well about me, you have already seen all these pujas. Having given an opportunity to do service, you must also be considerate enough with the outsiders, is it not? And if outsiders, newcomers are not going to get a place, they may not get a chance to see such a wonderful puja. They will miss it. Okay. So in future, take care of all this. You have already sat for enough number of years. Give room for others. Don't keep on sitting there. Make others to come. Newcomers, let them come. Let them be given an opportunity. This is one. The second thing here is, another thing is, our people are sometimes very audacious when they talk. When they hear certain things, they don't think about it. They just blabber something. Okay. And thereby you are hurting the others. Please remember. Just because you are watching my puja, I am taking care of you, doesn't mean that you can hurt anybody. Okay, fine. I don't want you to deliberately hurt anybody. If you are going to do that, then I may have to show the exit door. Okay. I am not doing it willfully or wantonly, but if you are not going to follow, have some discipline, then I may have to ask you to quit. Or I may have to put an embargo that you can't come near me for another 3 years or 5 years. Like that I have done in the past also. You people know it also. So, such harsh measures I may have to take. So, don't compel me to take those measures. Furthermore, people who are complaining that there is no place, we are not being allowed to say this, that. You should also remember, this is not an IMAX theatre to give, for me to give you, for you to sit there and enjoy everything with popcorn in the hands. It's a puja. You have to adjust. Yes, the people who are new should adjust with the people who are already in the system. And there must be a common approach, and everybody should join in service. Just merely, complaining doesn't work. Somebody was complaining to me, I didn't get place, I was standing, then I got upset, I became emotional. Who asked you to become emotional? That is the question of becoming emotional. Have you understood? She stayed in the puja only till 8:30 and went away. Okay. Though there was no place, many people still stood. Even elders also were standing. Okay, and they were watching the puja till morning 4:30. There were people sitting down and watching on the TV also. And putting forth an argument that somebody said you go and see in the TV down. Our people are also very atrocious when they make some statement. You go there and see. Then she is saying that if I have to see the TV, I can see at home. Exactly. Suppose you want a very comfortable position. I cannot give any comfort here. Understood? If you are prepared to adjust with everybody, then you can come here and see. Otherwise, you can always see in the TV. We are relaying all these things nowadays. So my blessing is always there for you, and I guarantee that I will keep working for you. There is no problem. There is no necessity that you should come all the way from home to here. And here I cannot afford you a five-star treatment. So you must also understand. Because people have been with me for the past 30-35 years. Some people come just now and they start complaining about people who are in the system. That is not correct. I don't say that people in the system are very perfect. Please remember, everybody is imperfect, including me. We are all traveling towards perfection. Okay. So you should understand all this, and accordingly you should do. Please remember, you are in a Gurukulam of a Prayogi. Nobody needs to tell me what is your problem. With Lord's grace, I know what it is. Understood? But I allow you to contact me, I allow you to communicate with me. That doesn't mean that you can take me for granted. If my proximity towards you is going to be taken for granted, then you had it. I will have no other way. I don't like people clinging on to me. I value my freedom and I value others' freedom. Especially, please remember, I value others' freedom. I value your freedom. If I see you somewhere on the tank bund, I will not even look at you. Please remember, you may be going with your family or you may be going with somebody else. I am not bothered with whom you are, what you are, etc. I will be minding my own job and going. I will not even disturb you. I won't expect you to come near me. In fact, if you see me outside, don't recognize me at all. I will be very happy. Have you understood? Because I value your freedom, I value your time. You should also value my freedom and my time. And I cannot keep doing panchayat if you people are going to keep fighting like this. Have you understood? Why I am saying all this is, at least in future, the group, what is already there, what is already doing service. See, I have given you an opportunity to do service. I have not allowed everybody that opportunity. Only a handful of people are having an opportunity to do service. That doesn't mean that there are not people for me other than you to do service. Okay. In no time I can replace the team. But I don't want to do it because you have been with me all these years. And I expect better discipline from you in future. This, please remember, don't ask me, are you angry? I am never angry. I am not like you. And if at all I have anger, the anger is with a reasoning and for a purpose. Have you understood? You are a small fly for me to feel angry about you. Probably I may feel sad that even after so many years you people have not learnt anything from me. At least newcomers I can understand, they don't know anything about me, so they will complain. Okay. But people who have been with me all along, who have been listening to my discourses, understood, must be more mature. You should, growing horizontally is not enough. You should grow vertically. Okay. So you must all have maturity, better maturity. You should mature to be better people. That's what I expect of you. Just merely doing Lalita Sahasranamam is not going to help you. Just doing Vishnu Sahasranamam is not going to help you. These things are going to help you to mature. If these things are not going to help you to mature and you are going to be the same person, these things are not going to be a passport to heaven. Please remember. Even Pitraloka you cannot go. There also you may need my help. So the thing is, I expect a little bit of more discipline and humility, humbleness. If you are doing service, you must be very humble to the core. Okay. So a person doing service means they must be very humble to the core. I expect a lot of humbleness from you. I don't expect anything else. Humbleness, humility, when somebody asks something, you must reply very politely. Talking politely is very important in life. Okay. If there is a problem and if something cannot be adjusted, you should tell them politely. Sir, this cannot be done because it is like this. Like that, you should talk to them very politely so that they will be able to understand what is what. That should be your motto. Just bossing over and talking that we have remained in the system for all these years. You have not remained in the system because of your merit. Please remember. You have remained in the system out of pity from me. I have pitied you and given you a place in the system. You are not in the system because you are very efficient. I know better efficient people in our Gurukulam, still whom I have not allowed them to do certain things. They are professionals. They can do things much better than what you people are doing. So please remember, you are not indispensable. Any day you are dispensable. So if you are not going to mend your ways, if you are not going to bend yourself, then probably that is the end of you. Understood? After that, it will be very difficult for you to come anywhere near me. Please remember, I am not terrorizing you. But I want you people to do service very diligently, very calmly, very quietly, without any politics, and with a lot of humility and humbleness, especially to the outsiders and old people. Elderly people have to be taken care. See, when an youngster is sitting and an elder is standing, a minimum respect is, sir, you please sit, I will stand. The elder cannot stand for long. Simple. Because they are aged. When they are aged, they do want to see. So you must allow the aged person to sit. Some minimum courtesy. That's all. It's a courtesy. It's a basic courtesy. Or even if it is not courtesy, it's an etiquette. It's a manners which you show. So these things, small things, I am not expecting you to be ethical. But you must be at least aesthetical. Aesthetics is the ethics of future. Have you understood? Manners, ethics, these things are all very, etiquettes, these are all very important. Ethics is not the important. Ethics is keeping on changing. Time by time when people cannot live up to those standards, they will start really relaxing. That is what is ethics. But there is nothing like ethical in this. It is just basic courtesy, basic manners, making the person sit, sir, please sit. Would you like to have some water? Would you like to have... When the puja is going on, they may like to have something because... So when pujas are going on, there is nothing that everybody should be sitting like that. You can supply them something. Some water can be supplied, some juice can be given. All these things can be given. You may be sitting without eating anything for hours together, but there may be many people who may be still sitting because they want to still witness the puja, but they will be hungry, feeling hungry, or they will be thirsty. And then there is something like reserving place. Where is the question? Once you leave the place, that's all, it's gone. Nothing like you will put a kerchief, go, I am going for bathroom, I am going for food. Once you leave the place, any other person can occupy the place. And nothing like somebody coming and standing in the queue for the sake of somebody else who will be coming from home at a later time. No. All such things I am not agreeing to. Okay. Do you expect a prayogi, a master, to come down to this level and talk to you people on such subjects? I have almost wasted now 18 minutes. Have you understood? Where is the necessity for me? 18 minutes is a luxury for me. But you people, because of your behavior that day, when some people were very much dejected there, because they could not get a place, I have to spend about 18 minutes with you as of now. To just educate you. It's just a small, civilized behavior. Can you not be civilized? I expect you to be very civilized. Understood? In future, I should not hear any complaints about you. If anything comes to me, and if I come to know that you people have not behaved in the way in which you are supposed to behave, or it is unbecoming of a member of the trust, the way in which you should behave, and you are not behaving, probably you will be shown the door. And you will not be allowed to do any service for the Peetam or for me. So be very careful. This is the last warning I give. I never like to be very harsh, but still, it is not that I cannot be harsh. There are people whom I have not allowed for 5 years, for 10 years back into the trust. There are some people whom I have sent them out. So not that I cannot do it, but I don't want to do it. That's why I am keeping quiet still. So now please behave. Behave properly, and if you want to really do service with humility. Okay? Thank you very much. Please take care. Please note the points what I have said, and let me see the change in your approach and behavior. Okay? That will help better projection of the master. You are all the frontline people who project me. Understood? You are all the front line. If you people behave like that, what newcomers will think about me? I'm not bothered what really they think about me. But I'm really bothered because that will come upon you. Incidentally, it comes upon you. Once again, I have to take it on my head. Once again, it is a burden for me, not for you. Okay. Instead, really, I can spend time for somebody who is not well, or some soul I have to push it into the Pitruloka, or some soul I have to relieve it from the dark forces. I can spend that time on that instead of probably teaching something like this. Okay? Take care.